다지하오, 여러분, 안녕하세요. minasan, konnichiwa. Hello everyone. Today is the 15th of December 2024 and this is the 7th weekly update that I'm posting. Last week's plan was to do 2 hours of italki lessons and success. I did manage to do 2 hours of italki lessons. For Korean, I planned to do 1 hour of italki lessons, but my teacher was kind of busy, so I was not able to find a time where both she and I would be able to do a lesson. So no lesson this week. I took a break from Pimsleur, right? Last week's plan for Japanese, I did manage to watch my 5 episodes of anime subbed, and I did go through Pimsleur lesson level 1, level 1, lesson 18, 19, and half of 20. So I'm almost done with lesson 20, right? And as usual, this will always be on my list until I actually finally get down to do it, to make a video in English about the different levels of my Chinese, Japanese, and Korean. Right, so that was last week. This week's plan, again, trying to be consistent, let's do 2 hours of italki lessons. Something else interesting is that I was going through my PayPal transactions and I realized that I had a transaction for an annual subscription for LinkQ, right? So I don't know if you guys know LinkQ, but it's a language learning website, right? It's a tool, right? So I feel that it doesn't teach you in a structured way about language, but what it does is that it helps you consume content. So I think LinkQ is a very good example of a tool to aid your language learning as opposed to something that will teach you the language itself, right? So yes, so I realized I have LinkQ, and of the 3 languages that I'm learning, Chinese, Japanese, and Korean, I am going to apply it for Chinese first, and we'll see how it goes, right? Because I actually did try it for Korean and I had problems with it, right? And maybe I'll talk about it in a future lesson, but LinkQ, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Maybe I might be able to show in a future lesson of how I'm using LinkQ, right? Or how I plan to use LinkQ, right? For Korean, I will try this week to schedule 1 hour of italki lesson with my teacher. I think it has been maybe almost a month since I had a italki lesson with my teacher, so that should be good, right? I will also resume Pimsleur. Now I will be starting level 2, lesson 1. A bit excited to see what's the difference between level 1 and level 2, right? This week Japanese would be, another thing for Korean is that actually I'm watching a drama on Netflix. So it's called Terangke, right? And there's Kong Yu in it, right? So Kong Yu is a pretty cool guy. So far, pretty interesting. But yeah, I'm probably going to finish it this week. I don't really consider it language learning, like intense language learning, because to be honest, I unfortunately can feel that even just listening to the dialogue and trying to understand what's going on is still too difficult for me, right? I need to rely heavily on the English subtitles to understand what is going on, right? So yeah, but I'm very sure I'm gonna finish Terangke this week. Yeah. For Japanese, finish up my 5 episodes of subbed anime. I will finish up Pimsleur level 1 lesson 20, and I will try to do lesson 21 and 22. Yep. And outside, of CJK would be to make that English video. maybe a video about how I use LinkQ or the problems I'm having using LinkQ. And finally, if I have time, to play the Chinese visual novel. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes, right? So yes, so that's the end of this week's update. Slowly, I'm making progress, but as long as I'm moving forward, I'm satisfied with how things are going, right? I might not get there really quickly, right? There being fluency, but I'm working on it in my free time, right? And I'm happy that at least I'm still sticking to the weekly updates. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video next week. Okay, goodbye.